How long they been fabricating the rhymes? How long Busta Rhymes been busting butts? According to this information, there's a lot of alleged allegations out here in these streets. Ghostface Killah got a son. I ain't even know he had a son. They calling him Sweet Face Killah. They got statues of Ghostface in Staten Island with a ski mask over his face. Now they trying to say he the top booty goon in hip hop. I don't want to believe the rumors, man. But somebody been lying. We gonna have to figure out exactly what's going on. Cause if Busta Rhymes really been busting butts and I've been listening to his music for the past 30 years, what that say about me? What that say about you? What that say about us, man? And ain't nothing wrong with being fruity. Especially if that's what you wanna do. Nigga been wearing dresses, blouses, acting like he the realest dude in the rap game. Come to find out, they be bent over, straining and struggling, fighting and scraping and scrapping like how Diddy said. Busta Rhymes been busting butts for the past 30 years. According to this information, I don't know if these rumors is true, but we gotta talk about it, man. Make sure y'all do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification button too. Because if you've been a fan of hip hop for this long, most likely you've been steered in the wrong direction. Y'all gotta see this, man. Because when I seen this news about Busta Rhymes and how Ghostface Killah, like father like son, man, that's all I'ma say about it. I ain't gonna say nothing else about that man's son. Shout out to Infamous Cole, or Sweet Face Killah, or whatever he calling himself nowadays. But the rumor is one of them hip hop legends got to him, right behind Busta Rhymes' back. Shoulda never took that little boy on tour. Y'all seen what they did to Jermaine Dupri? It ain't safe being backstage at them hip hop concerts, especially if you a child. How many weirdos in the entertainment industry we don't know about? They gotta answer some questions, man. Busta Rhymes countersued a former assistant for fabricating assault lawsuit claims. Accuser knew the statements were false. Well, we don't know what to believe no more. Last time I checked, Busta Rhymes was passing the Cavassier to Diddy. You can't tell me he wasn't at them Diddy parties, because he was. Just like a lot of other them rappers, man. I don't know who to trust. Now we got Sweet Face Killah in the game, rapping better than all of them, but people don't want to give him his just due because of his alternative lifestyle. But I'm gonna tell y'all like this. In 2025, Ghostface ain't it. Even though that Supreme Clientele 2 is hot, we gotta keep up with the modern times. Infinite Cold is where it's at. You better get your Vogue on, girlfriend, and quit trying to be hip hop, cause that shit is in the past. Niggas around here hipping and hopping with stones in their shoes with diapers on. We ain't got time for that. Busta Rhymes allegedly was a booty goon the whole time, and so was Ghostface Killah, according to this alleged allegations. I would never want to disrespect these legends, but they've been disrespecting black people, lying on them records, telling all of them fables. Come to find out, none of that stuff true. Busta Rhymes snatching people off the street. He don't work with Dr. Dre. Y'all know what they said about Dr. Dre. And I ain't got nothing bad to say about him. He produced a dude named Snoop Doggy Dogg. First album, Doggy Style. Bent over on the cover, running up and behind some cheeks, man. When we thought they had their face in the mic, they had their face in between each other's butt cheeks, according to this news. Y'all gotta see what's going on here, man. Busta Rhymes is fighting back, no Diddy, against allegations made by his former assistant, Spliff Star, everybody. Now, I knew something was strange between Busta Rhymes and Spliff Star, because Spliff Star was getting the check, and he wasn't rapping, he wasn't doing a goddamn thing. Now, y'all know, when there's two brothers that's too tight, something ain't right. And they've been rocking out for years, but still don't nobody know what the fuck Spliff Star do. Is he his manager? We don't know. We just know that was Busta Rhymes' bestie. And when they show up dressed up alike, y'all already know what the Diddy and Meek Mill is going on. When you got two grown men show up to the party in matching outfits, it's either they in a relationship or they twin brothers. And I doubt if that's the case for Busta Rhymes and Spliff Star. They bent over on each other, stuffing microphones in their mouths, y'all. People was trying to wonder what this was all about. Jamaicans get mad when you say Busta Rhymes Jamaican. They not trying to claim him. Flip mode squad, they'll turn a boy into a girl into a boy. We gotta get to the bottom of this news. They bent over on the mic. This nigga, they really rocking the mic, y'all. Busta Rhymes got that mean stroke on the mic. His eyes by the pot. They done did this shit before, man. But we gonna have to figure it out together. Like I said, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. These is rumors and allegations. Now, it's something I want y'all to hear, because I ain't know half of this stuff about these celebrities until I heard this. Listen at this, y'all.
They call them fun boys. They'll say, we gotta have some fun for Busta. What about Busta?
Run that back.
They call them fun boys. They'll say, we gotta have some fun boys in the section for Busta.
What about Busta Rhymes? I've definitely seen quite a few people not too happy about your story about Busta Rhymes.
Ain't nobody saying nothing to me.
I never heard of him.
Model dude, like a model guy. He be doing like some rapping and stuff. His name Don Benjamin. I'm out with Don Benjamin. And the club we ended up going to, Busta Rhymes in there. Well, I knew about this like in 2012. I knew about this in 2012.
If Busta ever tried to front me, hit you with no delay, so what you saying, yo? Silly with that 9 milli, what the devil, yo? Yeah, I do his better than him. He better not play with me. I will and perform Busta Rhymes' show. Cause look, man, if they try to say that if you ever thought that.
Damn, 50 Cent was in the club with Busta Rhymes, y'all. Is he the one that turned out Infinite Cold? Because that's what we're here to try to figure out. Ghostface been real disrespectful in his lyrics towards the LBG community. And I was wondering why he was so mad. Why was he so aggressive? What they got against people that like the same sex? What Busta Rhymes got against men that like men? Why all of these rappers been so homophobic all of these years? Now it's finally starting to come out. A lot of these rappers looking like Magic Johnson, and they ain't got no championships, but they got the sun to match. Y'all gotta let me know, is y'all still fans of this music? We ain't even get to the sweet part. It's gonna get real sweet, man. Inspect the deck, inspect the cheeks, expect the balls. Wreck one, wreck your moms, wreck your brother, wreck your cousin, wreck your butt. The whole Wu-Tang clan about to get exposed. It wasn't just Africa Bang Bottoms. The Jizza, the RZA, the Bizza, the old dirty booty. All of these rappers about to get, ain't no way. Ghostface Killah. Got a statue and he a booty goon on the loose. I'd be scared as hell if I seen this in my city. Then they got the Dookie Sprite coming up from out of this, man. They know what time it is in Staten Island. Hide your kids, hide your wife. I'm worried about it, man, because I know this generation is screwed. It been like 50 years of hip hop. If you see a black man, it's a possibility he on the DL. I don't give a damn who he is, if he got kids, if he married, if he got a bunch of women, that don't mean shit. Busta Rhymes been busting bust. I ain't gonna be able to sleep tonight. I thought it was just Frank Ocean. All them niggas is in Frank's Ocean. They all swimming in the juice. And let this be known, I ain't got nothing against people that do what they want to do. If I ain't in the bed, I ain't worried about it. It's just that simple. If I ain't there, if I ain't seen it, and even if I did see some shit, that don't mean I gotta stay. The only way I'm gonna have a problem with it is if they holding me hostage. I'm tied up with my eyes pried open. I gotta sit there and watch the shit. Besides that, I don't give a damn What you got going on, how you like to do it, that's your own personal business. But with the hip hop world, they put emphasis on how wrong it is for men to be with other men. Fast forward to 2025, about to be 2026, a lot of your favorite hip hop artists is getting exposed. And even if they're not getting exposed, whatever they had going on, allegedly, is starting to show through their kids. So that's where we at with this, man. Now, as far as the rumors of Busta Rhymes having something to do with Ghostface Killah son, that's ridiculous. And that's why when rumors like that start to spread on the internet, I got to get on here and shut that shit down, because I know it'll take off like wildfire, especially when the AI get a hold of it. People spreading rumors like that could land people in jail. That ain't even have nothing to do with nothing. Diddy sitting in jail right now due to AI rumors. Half of that shit that they was reporting before the trial was so ridiculous and people was willing to believe it. Come to find out, he ain't do not a quarter of that shit they was saying. So as far as these Busta Rhymes, Infinite Cold, Ghostface Killah, Wu-Tang Clan, they going on and on about these Zest monsters, these old school 90s rappers. They already went on Jay-Z. They got stories getting ready to come out about Nas and AZ and The Firm and how Foxy Brown was only 16. Foxy kept you hot because you kept her face in your puss. Y'all remember the lyrics. They bring all this stuff back up. And the reason why they bringing it back is because there's nobody new that's interesting, worth a damn to talk about. And let me share something with y'all real quick before we move forward. And I need y'all to get a clear understanding of what's going on so we can all be on the same page. Yo, Reg, go ahead. Play that for me. Y'all got to see this, man. Let me get it together. Y'all listening? Okay, let me pull this up real fast. What happened to the music? Okay, yeah, leave it like that. This nigga single-handedly killed hip-hop recently. I don't give a damn what you call it. Black music, trap music, it don't matter. When people found out he's a damn snitch, that's when people put two and two together and said everybody's a fucking fraud in hip-hop. People don't even want to hear it no more. With Young Thug coming home and releasing that trash music, and he snitching, he talking all crazy on the blogs and shit. The gig is up for everybody. People was pointing the finger at Gunna. Come to find out, Thug a bigger snitch than they ever thought Gunna was. And before people can get around to arguing and debating, people just throwing the towel with this shit. It's officially over. And the reason why I'm speaking on this is because there's no new superstars to be concerned about. There's no new acts that's worth talking about. Matter of fact, we got to do this so we can all be on the same page real quick. Look. We gonna move on, but don't worry. Remember the unsigned hype? Before they even put an artist in your face, before they even bombarded the airwaves and put a nigga on the radio, before they gave him a video to put on MTV, BET, they at least had the courtesy to explain to you who this person was, what they about, where they come from, give you a backstory. If they had some pain or some trauma they went through in life, they gave you a reason to want to listen to their music. It was a lot of rappers that was in the unsigned hype. Some of them made it through because they piqued the interest of the masses or the people that's interested in hearing somebody's story. And a lot of people, they didn't make it too far, but at least they let y'all know what the hype was about before you believe and feed into the hype. Nowadays, people feed into the hype and don't even know what the hype is about. They'll force a rap on you. Ain't nobody asked for Lil Nas X. Lil Nas X wasn't in no unsigned hype. We wasn't informed about that motherfucker. And neither was Young Thug or any other rapper the past 20 years. Biggie was in the damn unsigned hype. They had to explain to the people, look, this dude fat, black, and ugly as ever, but however, he stayed Gucci down to the socks. That made people look past the fact that he looked like a walrus, rest in peace, and focus in on this man's music. Now we got to fast forward to what's happening with Busta Rhymes. Because they ain't put this shit in the unsigned hype. Look at this, man. The rapper alleges that he experienced damage to reputation, goodwill, and standing in the music and advertising industries from the initial suit. So since somebody called him out and let the world know that he a dirty bastard just like the rest of them, people don't want to do business with him no more. People ain't rocking with Busta Rhymes. Like, him being 60 plus ain't got nothing to do with it. He coming to the boardroom meeting with them cross colors on and shit, trying to get a deal. He said in the music filing, he denied these accusations, stating Smith did not assault or batter Gables. Gables knew the statements were false or acted with reckless disregard for the truth, including by fabricating allegations of criminal conduct and violence admitted to. He shouldn't have to do all that. Your Honor, I ain't never did none of the things I'm Busta Rhymes. I ain't never did none of the things he said I did. I ain't never took them boys' butts. I never had sex with a man, Your Honor. He shouldn't have to do that, man. That's what let you know that something is funny with the money and been funny with the money for a long time. Your favorite rapper got a dress in his closet and it is not for his wife. Your favorite rapper got lipstick and hot sauce in his bag. Ghostface son letting it be known that his daddy wasn't there. His daddy never loved him. While you listening to Ghostface music, looking at him like he a role model or he an influential person. He had a bad influence on his own child. And I ain't saying it's a bad influence because ain't nothing wrong with Ghostface's son. Y'all need to see this. Yo, Reg, put that music on real quick. Yeah, put that on. Because y'all need to see this. Okay, turn that bullshit. Hold on, no, wait. Get it together. What's his name? Infinite. Y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for me. Hit that Cash App too. Damn, they don't want me to show y'all no pictures of this nigga. What's going on? Hold on. Ghostface. Y'all stayed the internet acting stupid, man. They don't want y'all to see his face. Yo, we gotta talk about this real quick, man. Gotta talk about it, y'all. Cause this where we at. Y'all be bragging, talking about, I was raised up on Ghostface. Well, so was he. And he turned out all right. Minus the stockings on the outfit. Well, shit, hard times, man. Got to start. And while y'all talking crazy about Infinite Cole, that boy beat your ass. Let's be real. He not no small dude. He not no friend. I bet that Staten Island to come out real quick if you ever tried this, man. So let's not get it twisted. He about 6'8", 250, with a mohawk. He will beat your ass. He get to wiping that makeup off his face. Get to taking them earrings out. Next thing you know, he all over your ass. Try him if you want to. You snatch all that shit out and get to whooping your ass. Yo, Reg, cut the music, man. I can't even believe what I'm seeing right now. My man got the Mickey Mouse gloves on. Spreading an invisible butt on his album cover. Who did this nigga edges? Wait a minute, man. Do that look like the type of nigga you want to fuck with? Hell no. Wu-Tang Clan still ain't nothing to fuck with. You catch that nigga in the bathroom and you been talking shit, you better try to crawl out that window or something. Don't let him catch you in that urinal. Them big ass hands around your neck, your eye gonna pop out your head. I ain't got nothing bad to say about this man. He too big and too broly to be disrespecting. Hell no, yo. Ghostface need a foot in his ass. That's what he need, a whole foot in his ass. He ain't play catch or none of that shit. Instead of passing Cavassier, they should have been passing footballs to their damn sons or whatever the case was. Now he pleading for help. You know what I'm saying? This is, when kids do shit like this, I know he a grown man or whatever, but we got to talk about it. I think it's a form of rebellion. He listened to his daddy's music. He heard his father drop all them F-bombs. He heard his father drop all them G-bombs. And he listening to his dad music. Like, where the fuck he at? Birthdays and shit. Hear his dad on the radio talking about fruitcakes and all that disrespect. So in his mind, he said, I know exactly what pissed this nigga off. He act like I'm nothing. He don't care about me. He don't want to spend no time with me. One day, I'm going to embarrass that nigga so bad. All that shit you was talking about the LBG community. Look at your son. Look at your son. That boy a rebel. And I feel like that's the case with a lot of people out there, man. Your kids is rebelling again because y'all horrible parents out there. And they would, this would get any motherfucker attention. You ain't seen your son in years? Okay, well, shit, you gonna see him today. My man got the oompa, loompa, oompa-dee-doo. Sweet face Killah. What the fuck? You do not, and I repeat, you do not want to see this man's hands around your neck. So if you in the comment section talking crazy, you don't want none of that smoke, brother. This nigga, look at his hands. Nigga will slap the shit. That shit gonna pour as soon as he slap you with them hands. He take the sweet voice off and put on the deep voice and beat your ass. Think it's a game if you want to, boo-boo. Oh, hold on, wait, Reg, cut that. What just happened in here? What was that? Hold on, cut that shit off. I do a matter of fact, in the stream, yo. No, keep going. Yo, goddamn. Yo, we gonna take a little detour and all that. Yo, get rid of all these suckers and these now-laters and shit, bro. Who the fuck bought these donuts and stuff in here? Got me all sugary. Yo, Reg, take all that shit and throw it in the trash. Okay, we gotta get back to this. Hold up, y'all. This nigga's son be in them alleyways waiting? What the? Ghost, go check on your son. This nigga in them alleyways and all that. He waving at cars and shit, tongue out his mouth like Megan Thee Stallion. What the fuck? Any given Sunday, that nigga's son out on the block with them G-strings on his pants, man. This nigga a Harajuku boy. Got that Japanese heap, a Harajuku boy and all that. They got barrettes and... What the fuck? Is he 12? Thought he was a grown-ass man. Yo, I'm over here confused like a motherfucker. He the pappy. Yo, I would love to hear him have a conversation with his son. What it do, money? Like, yes, daddy. How would he feel with his son calling him daddy? Like, no, you call me Pop from now on. You call me Pop. Like, whatever, daddy. Yo, I'm confused as a motherfucker, man. Get this nigga off the screen, man. The fuck going on? They got baby hairs? Nigga shit snatched. What the fuck Ghostface been doing all these years, man? As soon as you close the Wu-Tang door, the W flip upside down. If you look close, it looks just like a butt. I don't know, know what I mean? Like, I ain't did nothing on the low. Everything I did was up top, you feel me? I ain't never did no funny shit, but you know, that's the music industry for your ass. He got some explaining to do. And I know people scared to talk about this, but I love everybody, man. I don't give a damn. And you know, when it hit home, when you got people in your family that live their life the way they want to live their life, you gonna love your family, right? So therefore, you gotta love everybody else too. And I'm hoping Ghostface feel that way about his son. It hit different when it hit home, man. You find out one of your beloved family members just so happen to be that way. You can't just shut them off. And if you do, you got some serious issues, man. I don't think nothing wrong with the boy. It's the times we live in there. It's the modern times, man. You can't blame somebody for being brought up in these modern times. That's just what goes on out here, man. And I was thinking the other day, while people going in on the kids of this generation or the young people out there, for all the young people out there listening, I need y'all to pay close attention to this part of the video, man, because I got to explain some shit. Your parents wasn't shit. They listen to the worst music. The music y'all listening to now ain't got shit on the music that y'all parents was listening to back in the day. It was cool to be ignorant. It was cool to be an ignorant nooker back in the day. And a lot of people still carrying on that tradition. If you wasn't hard, if you wasn't mean mugging like this, you wasn't gonna make it in the 90s. You had to be a nut job just to fit in. And if you wanted to do anything different, or you ain't want to be a part of this shit, if you wasn't down with OPP, you just wasn't shit. So for y'all young kids out there, do not feel bad, because when your parents was young, they was some damn heathens. And the niggas with attitudes, literally. And it was not a good look. And that's what was trending. If you was jailbait and on crack, that was the norm back in the day. And on top of that, they was zesty, but on the low with it though. And the reason why they were so overly aggressive, damn, I thought this was a Chinese movie. What the fuck? You find out Bolo had an album. Better give me some duck sauce with that shrimp fried rice. What the fuck? Did they record their album in a dojo or something? What the? Hold on, y'all. I ain't know the nigga was... MC Lee. Who the fuck is this? But that's Negro here, no there. Hey man, it's a bunch of stuff we about to be talking about. I know it's late and everything, but I gotta get them views up, feel me? I dropped a video about how people on Section 8 getting cut and how the federal workers losing their jobs and shit. People ain't want to click on that. So I had to come back with a Doodoo Brown, Busta Rhymes, Ghostface Killah, put a little bit of what's the nigga, Sweet Face Killah on it. Had to put a little extra flavor on the YouTube video, get people to click. I got Busta Rhymes busting butts with Ghostface Killah, Booty Goon, Sweet Face Killah video tonight. So that's how we doing it. Okay, y'all gotta listen at this.
You know Busta Rhymes came out, telling people to mind their business when it comes to Diddy, right?
You got
God damn, that man sounds. Did y'all hear that? Was that Infinite Cold? You could say, Busta Rhymes came out and said people need to mind their business when they talk about Diddy. Did he really say it like that? Hold on, run that back, man. Something ain't right with this guy.
You know Busta Rhymes came out, telling people to mind their business when it comes to Diddy, right?
Oh, hell no, hell no, hell no. I knew something was up with Gene Deal. Look. I knew something was up with Gene Deal. I know he was fruity when he was sitting with Storm Monroe. Y'all remember that? When Gene Deal, he went over to that man's apartment to do the podcast. And they was sitting there drinking water, chit-chatting.
Imagine being able...
Y'all remember that? I knew something was up with Gene Deal. And everybody else in the entertainment industry, man, they all fruity. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Look, they was sitting there having a good ass time. He put on his blazer, little chain on, put the S-curl juice all in his shit. Gene Deal S-curled up with that Gerald Levert playing in the back. You see it? Hold on, y'all gotta look at this real quick. Hold on, cut that off, cut it off. Look. No, turn that on.
Sometimes go in with a party, do a New Year's Eve party with a couple of people at different mansions or something like that, a mansion party. Okay. So I remember one time, I ain't put this in the book. I took my girl with me right there, her girlfriend. And, I don't like to, bring women to those places unless they do their thing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And what I mean do their thing, they not my girl or nothing like that. I ain't got to worry about them.
Gotcha.
You know
Okay.
They knees touching. Y'all see? They touching knees. Oh, Gene Deal. You ain't got no business speaking about nobody. 2 earrings. Got an earring in both ears. Ghostface. If you listening, brother, the phone lines is open. I need you to call in and to explain this shit. Busta Rhymes. If you listening, anybody that know Busta Rhymes, man, call the number, call this phone, put him on 3-way. I got to talk to this brother. He got to explain this shit, man. How come these hip-hop babies coming out like Magic Johnson's kids? What they really doing backstage? I can't think of one rapper that I don't think is zesty. I can't think of one, man. I'm gonna go down the list. Let me see this real quick, man. I need to see it with my own 2 eyes. Somebody gave him $150 on his lip. He looked like Busta Rhymes, man. They might be the same person. They might be the same. They all look alike, man. They doppelgangers. Ice Cube look like Exhibit. Exhibit look like Busta Rhymes, and Busta Rhymes look like Dr. Dre. They might all be clones, man. Hold on, look. What y'all think? Y'all think Mac 10 on the DL with it? It's a possibility. You just never know, man. He's still barking and chicken hawking. Look like a fat ass Mike Epps. We just don't know, man. It's a possibility, every last one of them, in order to get a contract. What is that, man? Them pigtail, what the fuck is that, man? His face too fat for all that. Who told him that was cute? Nigga think he pretty. What is this shit? Yo, I'm confused about it, man, from the East Coast to the West Coast. What y'all think, man? They said he was a stud back in the day. It's a lot of chicks out there that like girls that wear the Boosie fade. They say he an icon when it comes to the studs, man. He their forefather and mother. He a foremother for the stud. What y'all think, man? Y'all think Boosie Boo on the DL with it too? Look at his earrings. Something ain't right. Look like somebody auntie. Done burnt the damn, he done blew up a couple of kitchens, done burnt that chicken. Done burnt the black eyed peas, done burnt the collard greens, done blew up the whole projects, done burnt the chicken, burnt his face, burnt his eyes, ain't been able to get no sleep with the stud fade. Oh my God, man. We gotta have this talk. Look. What y'all think, man? What y'all think about Yeezy? He been rapping about sucking his cousin off. He got an album about doing fruity things when he was a kid. Ain't nothing like that Kardashian booty, man. Hold on, get it together, bro. What's wrong with this shit? What the hell? Yo, cut the music off. What's wrong with the computer, man? What y'all think about Kanye West? I wouldn't have married her. You know what I'm saying? That's where he fucked up. Something about that Kardashian box. A dry your ass crazy. We gonna say that for another video. But at least we know that Kanye West was married. At least we know that Kanye West was in a relationship with somebody. At least when it come to Busta Rhymes, I don't recall him ever being in a relationship with nobody. And like I said, everything is alleged, allegations, speculations. But goddamn, I don't recall him being with nobody. Was he with Rod Digger? Because if he was, I know he was getting pegged. If he ever had something to do with Rod Digger, I know damn well she flipped that booty over. Because her voice deeper than his. Okay, what's going on here, man? Oh, hell no. Is Dumb his kid? Is that Spliff Star's son? Whole family look like Booker T. What is this shit? Do they plan on going to the Wrestling Federation with this shit? Them Booker T kids. God damn, get her some new braids. He sent her to the red carpet with old braids. That's to let you know he don't give a shit about no women, man. It's like, ain't got no money for no new braids. You gonna have to spray some Febreze on them things, honey. We don't got time. Either you gonna put on that dress I bought you or you're not going. Like, okay, let me just spray some Febreze. What the hell? I met her at Taco Tuesday, extra chimichangas. You think you can make another burrito for me? Sure, if I can go to your party. Like, it's raining men. Hallelujah, it's raining men. Well, goddamn. That's what his son's looking like, y'all. This nigga, what they, the Furious Five or some shit? Grandmaster Flash, the nigga, Schoolie D, the light-skinned nigga look like Prince. What is this, man? This Africa Bang Bottoms all over again. All over again, man. Whole family zesty. Yo, but if Busta Rhymes listening, man, please call in, brother. These all alleged allegations, speculations. Make sure y'all do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button too. We're about to move on. Oh man. Y'all stay tuned. Oh man. What is going on? Oh man, what the fuck? Cut the music, man. What is this shit? Oh man, I'm trying to see if he got other kids or whatever the case is. That Dr. Dre borrowed Michael Jackson nieces and nephews for the red carpet. This nigga kids look like the 3 T's and all that. Damn, what they be doing with their kids? I thought that was Jaden Smith. Whole family took a dunk in the bleach before they hit up the red carpet. The Chico El DeBarge is going on with Dr. Dre's family. Now I'm interested to see how these rap kids be turning out. Oh, wait a minute. Did y'all know? Wait a minute. Look. Y'all need to see this. Did y'all know T.I.'s son is a rock star by the name of Buddy Red? I couldn't believe it, man. And shout out to him for doing something different. But what the fuck going on with these rap kids? Whatever they do, it come out in their kids. Nigga go by the name of Buddy Red on his Andre 3000 shit. And to be real with y'all, I respect the fact that he didn't try to follow in his father's footsteps. And he decided that, you know, he wanted to do his own thing. And he actually sounds good, man. He bad on that guitar. Say what you want to say about him. They need to put his shit on the radio. Hold on, what the hell? Wait a minute, man. What's up with them having them zesty ass birthday parties? And Diddy's son be doing the same shit. Like, I was born in Atlanta in a big old house. Oh, I had a silver spoon in my mouth. I ain't never have to work a job, no. My father had all the dough, and he was the king of the South. And I had a silver spoon in my mouth. The hell is he singing about? Ain't got no struggle, no pain. Ain't nothing like 14 karat gold diapers. Oh. It is. What did T.I. do on the low that got his sons like this, man? What was he doing? What was him and Shorty Low, rest in peace, really beefing about? He went down to Texas, got that ass beat by them Clover G's. I remember it like it was yesterday, man. Lil Flip put them paws on T.I. He came back to Atlanta all beat up and battered. I seen this shit on World Star, man. Somebody got some explaining to do. Busta Rhymes and Spliff Star. In a relationship for the past, I don't know how long, ain't nobody know. Hold on, who another rapper out there? Y'all help me out. Cause I'm trying to figure this thing out. Okay, we seen Jay-Z's kids. We ain't about to do that with Jay-Z. Hold on, what about Snoop Dogg? Hold on. Wait a minute, y'all. Oh, hell no, man. You can't be serious. Snoop Dogg's son be wearing blouses and shit? On Crip? What is he doing? Oh, hell no. Yo, something definitely going on in the world of hip hop. I thought they was from the West Coast. He got a big flower in the middle of his shit. Yo, something definitely going on in that hip hop water, yo. And I ain't trying to say nothing wrong with it, but what the nigga pouting? Yo, this shit can't be real. Got a face full of make. Well, it's safe to say gangsta ain't what it is no more, and thank God for that. I ain't mad not one bit. If gangsta not what's popping in these streets, then we ain't gotta worry. We ain't gotta fear for our lives. We ain't gotta worry about some knucklehead running up on you, blowing your brains out because he trying to get in the game. You feel me? So these kids decided to go another route. They ain't doing it. Look at him and his friends, man. He having the time of his life. Hold on, get this shit out of here, yo. His wrist broke than the motherfucker. His friends like to have a good time. They all rich kids and shit. They meet up downtown, spend their parents' money, and had the time of their life. It is what it is, and I ain't mad at. So people be going on and on about Ghostface. They talking about Sweetface Killah put out a diss track against Ghostface, and people were trying to make a big deal out of it. What about every other rap kid out there? And I feel like it's bad karma. These rappers been fronting for too long, man. And that's why, you know, don't be disrespecting people or hating people. It's a bunch of racist people out there, man. They be raising their kids to say the N-word and hate black people, hate this. Now they sitting up there in a rocking chair with a black grandbaby. And one thing about people that got black grandbabies, they love the shit out of them grandbabies. It'd be a man in the grocery store with cowboy hats on and the cowboy's boots with a black baby in the damn cart. And you better not say a goddamn thing. Like, I've always wanted some color. Like, that's my grandchild. Jawan is my grandchild. That's that karma, man. It don't matter who you hate. It's gonna come out in your kids. Y'all be going on and on about fat people. A fat, black, ugly, funky, fat. Y'all be disrespecting you, act like you hate black, fat people. Now you got a fat ass kid. He don't want to do shit. He don't want to play no sports. All he want to do is sit his fat ass down and play that video game. That's your fault. You was teasing a fat kid in school. You was a bully. Now your kid turned out just like the kids you was bullying. Or that motherfucker in your family that y'all blackballed, that family member y'all don't want nothing to do with. Now your daughter turned out just like Sherelle with them big ass frog lips, with them boys running out the back door every time you come home from work. Just like your cousin Sherelle with them big ass frog lips, with them big ass glasses. And you hated that bitch growing up. Now you got Sherelle living in your house 24 hours, and that's your daughter. That karma's a bitch, man. You can't be like that. Let me think of something I hate that I just can't stand. Man, I can't stand the ignorant ass nigga, man. And you know what? If I had kids, he'll probably be the most ignorant nigga I ever met. Like, Dad, the new Jordans coming out, man. Gotta have them new Jordans to go on my Tech 9, man. Kill a nigga in the street, feel me? What you eat, your mom? What you ain't nothing to eat, man? What the fuck going on, man? Y'all ain't go grocery shopping, man? What the fuck? Had to choke your child out every night just to put him to sleep. You bring the dogs in the house and leave your kid in the dog house, man. That's how some people be feeling about their damn kids. How long I been? Did y'all hit the like button? Cause I'm gonna be here for a good little. Any pretty ladies in the house tonight? That's what I really want to know. Cause I've been looking in the comment section. Man, I know it's Halloween, but goddamn. Shit, I be wanting to hop my ass offline with all them damn frogs I be seeing, man. Y'all gotta let me know. If you look like something, leave a comment in the comment section so I can see. Cause I'm discouraged with this shit. We gotta keep moving though. And like I said, they gave this man a statue in Staten Island, and this shit looked menacing. It looked like somebody just broke out of jail. And you gotta walk home. You already living in the projects, and you got this dude menacing. Okay, there you go. You already live in the projects, and you got this menacing shit with the dookie spraying up out of it. Bonafide booty goon. Ain't no telling what he did in his private life. We got to move on. Y'all got to look at this.
I got to ask you, there has been so much going on in the music industry and the headlines pertaining to Diddy. How closely are you paying attention to his case, the allegations, and the things that are coming forward with him?
I don't pay attention to none of it. I just kind of like to pay attention to the truth. When that time manifests, then, we'll speak about this, hopefully when that time comes. As far as I'm concerned, I don't really like to speak on situations that I'm not well versed in, and that's not really my situation. You know what I'm saying?
See, he's sitcom dad status right now, and that's why I feel like people need to leave Busta Rhymes alone. He got that sitcom father appeal, and so do Ghostface Killah, and a lot of older rappers now. Ain't no way he gonna get back slender. And if he do, y'all gonna be talking about that nigga sick. If Busta Rhymes show up looking like Bishop Eddie Long, rest in peace, y'all gonna be concerned. And I'm starting to think that older people put on weight to let people know that they healthy. You don't want to be old and frail unless you work at a Asian restaurant or some shit. You flipping them pans, that hot ass fire, people can understand. Besides that, you might as well have some weight on you to let people know that you all right. That go for women too. When you young and big, that's a problem. But when you get older, you got a pot belly, somebody eating good, somebody got some money. So it's not always a bad thing. One day this boy Infinite Cole gonna get fat, and it's gonna be a sad sight. Unless he change his ways. It's all right to be young and zesty, but when you get old, you better have $1 million worth of jewelry, bitch. Or else it ain't gonna look right, man. If you want to be old, you gotta have Elton John money. And I think that's why so many zesty people be papered up like that, because it's a bad look to be old, broke, and zesty. Because ain't nobody want to play with your old, scraggly ass. It's certain shit you can get away with when you young. Like R. Kelly. When he was young, he got away with a whole bunch of shit. It wasn't until he got old when people started to say he was nasty. And for all you older men out there, let me talk to my brothers real quick. If you 35 plus, it's not a good look to be a freak in no way, shape, or form. Whatever your sexuality is, you need to keep it a secret. When you turn into creep territory, it ain't cute no more, man. Look. Ain't nothing cute about an old ass freak, especially when you a man sticking your old ass tongue out at younger people. They gonna put you in jail. And don't be staring up no females, looking them off. Don't never let nobody catch you checking out no female as an old ass man. When you young, you could look back and stare all that shit. It's to be expected. when Kelly was a young freak, he was selling millions of records for being a young freak. They was throwing their panties on stage at this nigga. He ain't never had a problem getting a chick to want to spend the night with R. Kelly. He could do, as soon as his ass started getting fat, when you seen them hot dogs on the back of his neck, that's when you knew the shit was over. When he showed up looking like Fat Joe, that's when people wanted to pull the plug on everything he had going on. When his swag wasn't right and them gray hairs was poking and he couldn't bleach them shits fast enough, that's when he went to jail. When he started looking like an old Doberman pincher and them chicks wasn't trying to get close no more, you see the wrinkles around his collarbone and shit, that's when they throw the book at you. But that's Negro here, no there. Y'all gotta let me know. How long I been on here, man? Okay, we almost done. We ain't getting out one phone call. I would kick it with y'all a little longer, but we ain't getting no call. So, I'm about to go ahead and give y'all the scoop. Then I'm gonna back on out of here. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I want y'all to listen to this real quick. This gonna be interesting. Y'all listening? Okay, listen to this.
I'm sorry, but not sorry to say that we were probably right. I want you to look at something real quick, and when you see it, you're not going to be able to unsee it, and I apologize for that, but if it's going to burn our retinas, we might as well bring the rest of y'all along for the journey. Now, you look, and you tell me if you see something a little bit odd, okay? Take a look, and I'll be right back.
Ever wondered what your home looks like from space?
Wait a minute, y'all.
Enter your address and get a 360-degree satellite view.
Come on. This nigga on stage with the Big Mama dress on. Wait a minute, is that Busta Rhymes with that Big Mama just shit on? Yo, who this is, man?
Riri.
Oh, what's going on, Riri? We so glad you called in. I know you've been watching the show. We trying to figure out what's going on in the world of hip-hop with these men having zesty kids, allegations about old school rappers. What you got to say about all this?
There is a crying shame how these rappers being zesty and doing all this stuff. It's just terrible.
What happened? Riri, call back. Whoa. I was about to call her out for sounding zesty. What happened to her phone call, man? She knows she was sounding zesty. That's why she hung up the phone, yo. Yo, tell her to call back. But anyway, let me get back to what I was doing. That was kind of whack that she called in and got cold feet like that. Hold on, y'all. Yo, hello, who this is, man? Oh, Riri, what it do, man? Your phone was acting up. They calling you zesty in the chat and everything. What's going on?
Ain't nothing going on. Rappers are embarrassing all this mess.
You said these rappers embarrassing themselves is crazy?
No, I'm saying these rappers being zesty and wearing these dresses and skirts is crazy.
Yeah, well, you figure, people want to express themselves, and when you think about it, people got a lot of reasons to be flamboyant like that. The cartoons we've been looking at for the past 50 years will make somebody want to do some weird shit.
That's not no excuse for no man putting on no skirt.
What was your favorite cartoon growing up?
I watched The Simpsons.
Shit, everything was zesty about The Simpsons, man. You had Homer Simpson with that big old butt. That was zesty, man. Why Homer, his butt and his gut poking all out, he bent over, his butt crack showing and all. It was a lot of suspect characters on the Simpsons.
Yeah, but that ain't no excuse for no grown man to be putting on no skirt.
Mars
be
look.
acting zesty. And then he got children. He's a bad example for his children.
Hold on, man. I gotta make this point.
Busta Rhymes is a bad example for his children.
Tell me Marge didn't look like a man on The Simpsons.
Yeah, she did look like a man.
That's zesty with it
Yeah, she did
itself,
look like
man.
a man.
She had the kid and play box. No nothing, just straight up and down with that them beads around her neck to hide the Adam's apple.
Yeah. Yeah, she did look like a man, but you know that's just a cartoon. I'm talking about these grown behind men wearing skirts and being zesty.
Yo,
There ain't no excuse for that.
Have you ever kissed a girl before?
No, hell no.
You never seen a chick and was like, oh, she bad.
Hell no, no.
So you never
And that's again.
you
No,
never
I
found a
haven't,
woman
no.
attractive.
Hell no.
Okay.
See the way this world is so evil. That's what's causing these men to be zesty like that. But I believe you have children. You don't need to be out there wearing those skirts and female. It ain't no excuse for that. I don't care how much money you gotta make. Ain't no way in the world grown man ain't be wearing those skirts and acting like a female.
Well, they've been predicting this for a long time. You ever heard of cyberpunk? Like, it's been out since like the 80s, maybe even the 70s. Like, they already predicted that the new wave will have, people expressing themselves in flamboyant types of ways.
It's demonic. It's demonic.
Okay. But I'm not the one to judge. And I could see where you're coming from or why you feel the way you feel, but we got to keep in mind, people, human beings, man. People they have the option. People have the will to do whatever it is that they want to do.
Yeah. That's true.
And regardless of how you feel about it, it's not going to stop somebody from living how they want to live their life. Because regardless of how somebody feel about you and what you got going on, the way they feel not going to stop you from doing what makes you happy.
Yeah. But see, you got to realize that behavior is going to get them taken to hell, honey. God don't like ugly.
They'll say that's the old narrative. That's the old way of looking at things. That's the old way of thinking.
The old way.
Yeah, people, like they say, if you don't adjust, if you're not willing to get with the new, and you always stay in the past.
That ain't a new. Ain't never knew about no man dressing like a female and being zesty.
No,
it's simple.
A dude rapping talking about his name Sweet Face Killah. We ain't never seen nothing like that before. Now that's new.
But this is a sign of the time, sign of the end of the world. These men being zesty and all that stuff.
But
God is not pleased with all this mess. I'm just saying.
Yeah. How you feel about masculine women? There's a lot of strong, independent women don't need no man, and they just strong and they independent and they just, they the mama and the daddy.
I feel that's a bunch of bullshit, because at the end of the day, a woman is not gonna be able to change her own tires and do all that. It can be as masculine as they want to, but at the end of the day, they still a female. So it's stupid.
See, that's where you're wrong.
Trying to be masculine. But at the end of the day, you still a female. The same thing with a man trying to be like a woman. The same at the end of the day, he's still a man.
I've seen women change their tires, do construction. I've seen them do. I've seen women fix roofs before, man. I seen women that I see. Look, there's women that own houses and flip houses. They be in there putting down the sheetrock and putting in the shit.
You don't see no females being auto mechanics and changing the whole car.
Yes, they do.
And moving furniture.
They got a fucking mechanic shop.
Houses and stuff.
It's called Independent Wrenches. I seen the commercial. There's a mechanic shop with women, and they took the Beyonce song, "All my women that's independent, throw your wrench up at me," and they be fixing cars and I seen it.
Well, it ain't too many women that do all that. Nah, it ain't too many independent women, and that independent is just a fake anyway. Because all these women out here claiming they're independent know they need a man. And, you know, especially with Trump and then Section 8 and these food stamps. These women really need men to be able to eat and live.
That's so
Canceling
true.
food stamps. You need to find you a man to help you buy some food with and pay rent. True. Or you're gonna be evicted and hungry.
I did a video about
all that independent crap is over with Trump in.
Yo, y'all need to check this.
Independent women now.
Y'all need to check this video out, y'all, because I just did it about how, you know, they cut in Section 8. And you know what's crazy? There's cities to where there's generations of people that always been on Section 8, like from grandmama, great-grandmama, all the way to the modern times. So what people really gonna do without Section 8 when that's the only way a lot of people been surviving in America?
Yeah. They're going to have to get out there and pay rent like everybody else. Sad, but they're going to have to do it. Or they're going to throw them in jail. They got a new law where if you homeless, they can lock you up.
Lock you up for being homeless.
Yeah. It's a crime to be homeless.
But with the price of everything...
Independent women going to have to find them a man.
God damn. But what if... But see... The men not gonna be able to be on the DL like that if they actually in households with their wife and kids and shit. They ain't gonna have no time to sneak out and do nothing freaky with the boys.
Well, they don't need to because the time we in, they ain't got the time to be DL and freaky. They gonna have to get a job, pay rent, and be able to buy some food because food stamps is gone. Food stamps is almost over with completely, and Section 8 is done with. So all that DL stuff, they're going to have to get out and get them a job.
You know what the problem is?
Like they,
and not to cut you off, you know what the problem is? The reason why a lot of men don't want to raise their families and shit, because when you there, everything is your fault. You just can't do nothing right. You just can't win as a man in the household. Like, everything is on you. That's a lot of pressure. Men be like, man, fuck this. You got the weight of the world on your shoulders. As soon as something go wrong, I don't give a damn what it is. They gonna be looking at you like it's your fault.
Yeah, but these times are changing now. So men and women have to stick together because what else do you have?
You right about that.
This government is against black men and black women. Well, everybody is against everybody. Everybody poor.
I think people been being babysat for a long time because back in the day, you had to have community. Like, it was no other way. You had to work with each other, build with each other, deal with each other. But
yeah, exactly.
We got Uber Eats, DoorDash. Like, people don't need nobody for shit.
They sure don't.
Yeah, and people been babysitting. The government been babysitting people for a long time, yeah. And now it's like, shit, we can't afford.
The government been babysitting black women. Now it's time for the black women to stick with a black man and survive, because what else do you have?
They would rather die before that. They'll go to another race before they have to submit to a brother in any way, shape, or form. They seen these niggas wet the bed. They seen it. They ain't got no respect for brothers like that.
They're gonna have to submit. The way Trump got it now, they're gonna have to submit.
They gonna be fighting.
Or be hungry, or be homeless.
They be fighting like cats and dogs up in that house, boy. It's gonna be blood all over the walls. They might as well just stay separate because it's World War III in these African American streets, man. Women not about to.
They're gonna have to get it. They're gonna have to change their minds around and stick together because what else do you have? These white people don't give a damn about them.
You know what's gonna happen?
People don't care about you out here.
You know what's gonna happen? Before women submit and be with a man, it's gonna be them, their mama, their auntie, their cousins. They all gonna be in the same house making it work together with the girls.
That's even worse. The other family members even worse.
That's the only option. It's gonna be me,
yeah, but see,
mama, grandmama.
The other family members don't want to be bothered with them. No, they don't.
They gonna have
it's
to.
Easier to stick with a man.
They gonna have to. It's mama, call grandmama, cousin Tay, my daughter, all my kids, all my girls. They gonna be living in the house on crab balls every night.
Yeah, it's either that or be with a man. Either one.
We are living, hey, he's single. Ooh, in the 90s kind of world. I'm glad I got my girls. That's what's about to be happening.
But see, at one point in time, they still have to find a man for something. I mean, you can't be living single forever.
Yeah, you can when you find out Busta Rhymes been busting butts for the past 30 years. That'll scare anybody from being in a relationship with a man. And come to find out Ghostface Killah got demons and secrets. His son done turned out to be zesty. You can't trust these men out here. You're better off doing bad by yourself like Tyler Perry. And even Tyler Perry wearing wigs and dresses.
The right man. They'll find the right man. Ain't nothing wrong with Tyler Perry. Don't get on Tyler Perry. He got some good movies.
See, I thought you was a different type until you said what you just said right there.
No, see, Tyler Perry been through a lot in his life and his childhood. It caused him to be the way he is, but he's still talented. I am a different type. I love to watch Tyler Perry movies and all that, but he been through a lot, so that's why he ended up the way he is.
Most definitely. Yo, shout out to Tyler Perry.
No excuse for him.
Right. Yo, shout out to Tyler Perry. Much love to him and much love to you too. We so glad you called in, sis. You the first caller, maybe the only caller. We love you to death and we appreciate you for calling. That's why the next time when I go live, you definitely got to call back. Real talk. We gonna holler at you
I
soon.
will.
No doubt.
I will.
You take care. Enjoy your weekend too. All right, goodbye.
Oh, I will.
No doubt. I'm so glad she called in, man. She kind of lost me with that. And ain't nothing wrong with Tyler Perry. He gets straight to the point. He throw that wig. It's a lot of men out there looking for Medea right now. Yo, hello. Who this is, man? Yo.
Oh, wait a minute. Damn.
What the hell?
I didn't hear you.
What the fuck? Yo, that was some weird shit right there. I do apologize to y'all. Like I said, ain't nothing wrong with Tyler Perry. Put on the wig. A lot of men doing that, man. You wouldn't even know it. Your pastor at nighttime, put on the wig with them stockings, get to walking around that house. That shea butter all over their legs, man. It's a lot of men that do that shit. They tired of being punked. They bitch slap theyself when they get home. The world be kicking their ass. They feel like they might as well beat their own ass. They slut their own self out. Fuck it. Society treats you like a bitch. You might as well be your own bitch. That's how a lot of men out here be feeling, yo. They come home, done stepped in a puddle, done missed the bus. Had to walk, call their baby mama, another dude pick up the phone. They go home, put on that wig so goddamn fast. I mean, what, they might as well. Yo, hello, who this is, man?
Hey, Shawn, Blazington.
Oh, that's what's up. Yo, how you feeling?
How you doing?
I'm doing amazing. We over here talking about Ghostface Killah, his son. You know, he the sweet face killer. Then Busta Rhymes got allegations. They saying he been a booty goon for the past 30 years. And we talking about how women don't really want to deal with black men because you going to end up with a bag of worms. He might be zesty, STDs and shit. The nigga, he popping coochie on cam and all. You don't know what's going on with these men.
Hold up, Shawn. Why is she acting like she knew Tyler Perry, like he not a death monster too?
She completely lost me with that.
She got to stop. He could have picked any old lady, and he dresses up like an old lady in a wig. Please, we not gonna do that.
But Tyler Perry is a religious figure to a lot of African American women because he associated with the church.
But he's a drag queen.
Yeah, but you know he the gospel. It was a lot of people that ain't been to church in 20 years, and when them Tyler Perry plays started coming out, they will put that shit on. That'll be their way of giving praise. They'll be cooking neck bones, collard greens, black eyed peas with that Medea in the back.
So we just gonna say he the gospel drag queen at this point.
So he like an apostle. See, like T.D. Jakes, Kirk Franklin, T.D. Jakes, and you got Tyler Perry. He a staple in the African American community in a religious type of way.
And Busta Rhymes been gay. I don't know what they like. He said he liked the starfish. He always dressed in them exotic outfits. Like he already look at him. He looks a hot mess.
Yeah, you know a lot, but
wasn't he part of the African Boombada? Ain't African Boombada a zesty monster?
Yeah, he was with the Doodoo Nation back in the day.
So what do we think? Where we going for?
If you say that about Busta Rhymes, you got to say the same thing about Q-Tip.
Breathe and stop, for real.
Breathe and stop. The abstract.
What are you breathing and stopping for real?
All that shit suspect. Now you got to go back and look at every last one of them legends. Like
I think hip hop was originated on Zest Monsters, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to get in, and especially if they want to be able to party with you, you got to be able to keep a secret.
Right, and then did you see the footage when he was with Justin? What is that? What's that beat making dude that make the beats? He made Justin Timberlake beats and all of that.
Timberland.
He was with Missy Elliott. Timberland. He was. If you see that footage, he was like, "I've been waiting all night for this beat." Busta Rhymes, like he had to do stuff for that beat.
Oh God damn. I believe it.
And then there was rumors of him, allegedly, because I know this is a show, allegedly had to, gave head to P. Diddy.
Come on, man. Don't nobody want that visual.
I had that visual.
Hell no. Woo-ha! Now, you know that was some zesty shit back in the day.
But his lips don't close. So, it is what it is.
Man, but if you gonna say that about the hip hop legends, you gotta say that about black men in general. Cause what make these niggas on the street any better than these rappers and with the money?
Let's keep it T. Let's keep it on T. A lot of these niggas that's in the street all night, at night it be transsexuals out there. So either they gotta pick a crackhead or they gotta pick the trans to go suck their dick at night while they busting all-nighters, allegedly. But I done seen it in real life. Are you in the car all day with your dude all night selling drugs or allegedly whatever, doing all this extra crap? You don't want to see a girl? What are you doing? Let's be for real. Let's keep it on T.
A lot of people will argue that the women is so masculine in certain communities that these men feel like they might as well just be with another man.
Because women at this point right now, they think that they the nigga right now. Until some real shit going on. Because if you got to get a dildo, then you ain't the nigga.
Yeah.
And when Dice came out, when did Dice originate? And I'm trying to figure that history.
You know what's crazy? The men that's tough in our community was toughened up by a female. Just think about that. These hard niggas, they hard because a woman encouraged them to be hard. The standards of manhood is a female standard of manhood.
Right, but that originate when the food stamps came out and they started kicking all these niggas out the house just to get food stamps in Section 8. Clock it.
Mama said, knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said, knock you out.
Hey, he's zesty too. He's a zest monster too. And when he got fake implants as the 6-pack.
Yeah, they got the It's a lot of shit going on in the world, but I feel like men need to just. It got me questioning, man. I'm looking at all the older men in my life. I had cousins that I thought was I had family members that I thought was cousins when I was coming up. And my cousin, he was a big, smooth Gerald Levert ass nigga. And my other cousin was a skinny Chico DeBarge looking ass nigga. And it ain't taken till I was grown for my parents to tell me, like, they wasn't cousins. That one of the big fat one was your cousin, but the other one was his lover.
Because you know what? The secret in any community is deep. And people like lie. If you could lie to your kids about Santa Claus and the bunny and all this other stuff, imagine what you would lie to your kids about. Like, you got your kids sitting on a whole nother man that you don't even know what it is, or you're saying, oh, it's Santa Claus coming and you don't even have a chimney. Like, look at the lies there. It starts the root of the problem is the parents just be lying to these kids for no reason. And then be complaining about the light bill the next month after.
You figure a heterosexual male not trying to do all that fighting because you would rather, hey, brother, let's love. Let's not war. There's too many women in the world to be fighting over some bullshit, man. But dudes that feel like they got something to prove or they trying to make up for some fruit shit they done did, they'll probably blow your brains out.
That's why you got to carry your own too, huh?
That's crazy. Have you ever been attracted to another female before?
I find women, you know, if you're beautiful, you're beautiful. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not a hater. I'm not one of the women that be like, oh, everybody's ugly. No, there's beautiful women out there. But as far as me going down there on the hairy ass coochie, no, we're not doing that.
What if she got waxed?
I don't give a hell if she waxed, laid to the side, fried, dry. I'm not into salmon like that. Mm-hmm. I need me a peanut, if you know what I mean. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
give me a Snicker bar.
but you have seen some women that you be like, God damn.
Not goddamn, but it's, you know, like at the end of the day, we all are human, and there's pretty people out there. You get what I'm saying? And only a hater would say, oh, find something wrong with everybody. You get what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, if you a pretty female, you a pretty female. You a handsome nigga, you a handsome nigga. Like that's like, you don't have to be, you know, zesty or gay to be like, oh, that person looks good or that outfit looks nice on her. You know what I'm saying? Because some of these bitches got ugly faces but nice bodies. You know what I'm saying? We in that type of world. They built like ants out here.
Yeah, and you know, with sex being so exaggerated and women not leaving nothing to the imagination, it's a lot of men that don't even feel like it's worth to pursue a female because all you gotta do is take out your phone and there go the WAP.
Right, and a lot of these females, it's like, you know, back in the day, you didn't have to do too much. Like, when you was pretty, you didn't really have to even have sex like that. You didn't, you know, you would get food, you know, off the strength. You would get certain things, gifts off the strength. Now, at this time, like, I feel like, you know, there's always got to be money about. Like, niggas can get the coochie too fast now. Bitches will fuck for a $5 footlong.
Well, it's not even so much of that. It's the imagination. Now, I know it was back in the day, for the dudes listening, it was some chick in your neighborhood, baggy shit, and not even baggy like a dude, but well-dressed, covered up. You wouldn't even know it. And if you ever found yourself in a situation with that female and she took it off, you might fucking have a heart attack or something. You ain't have no clue that so-and-so was working with what she was working with, man. That's the shit that'll make somebody get down on their knee and propose.
Right.
Cause you like shit, I found a treasure. Like, don't nobody even know what I'm knowing. And if it is somebody else, it ain't that many people. It's only a few other people that seen what I done seen. So I might as well just go ahead and snatch this one up, cause she a true gem. But ain't nobody trying to do that with no chick. Everybody done seen the creases of your ass.
Yeah, because that's just what, let's bring it back to hip hop. That's what the women in hip hop are showing, these little girls, the women in hip hop are showing. And then you got grown women doing the same, like they're like grown women, but they got 13-year-old brains. You get what I'm saying? They still try to come with the come up because they got their BBLs and stuff. So you got mental health really going on where nobody is respecting their body. So they just doing whatever. And then when they don't get married, like a lot of these people that got these surgeries or that you think is a bad girl, they don't have no walls. So then they crying because they with some thick girl that they wouldn't even thought that they nigga would like, and he's cheating on you with your old body.
And she beating his ass at night, and he got to go cry on his homeboy's shoulder. Next thing you know, they doing some zesty shit.
You just got...
Hey, no, you
gotta go to the extreme.
When that big girl get to beating your ass, she gonna be the one to take your manhood.
Yeah, some big girls, know how to cook and stuff. I done seen, niggas cheat on bad bitches for regular bitches just because they know how to clean. Some of these bitches don't know how to clean.
Yo,
some of these bitches don't know how to cook. Some of these bitches don't know how to fold clothes.
The baddest chick you ever seen. I'm talking about body, hair done, nails done, beautiful, lip gloss, light skinned, all that. The baddest chick.
And pussy might stink.
No, it ain't. No, that's gonna smell fabulous, but them feet gonna smell like dumpster juice.
Oh goodness, you went to the. You said they got helmets on their feet.
Smell. The next time you come across a bad chick, smell in between her toes.
Yo.
Yo.
Well, ain't you supposed to get the pedicure and the manicure?
It don't matter, man. Them feet you gonna miss something, man. You doing all that shit on your face. You don't spend the hour.
I heard that they pussies be stinking, yo. I've been went through the rabbit hole, and a lot of niggas be saying like, yo, I thought she was bad, this and that, Instagram, this and that. And then when I seen her, she got in my car, she funked up my seat. So I don't know.
Well, anything gonna stink when you been smelling the man's ass all night.
Oh Lord.
These dudes ain't got no right to be talking about what these females be smelling like, especially when they on the DL with it. If they dealing with Dookie, they ain't got no business speaking on no coach. Oh, we can't be talking like that on YouTube. Matter of fact, you nasty. I want to thank you so much for your phone call, man. But you all over the place with make sure you call back the next time. Your conversation too.
Call back.
Yeah, you got to,
I'm about to
man.
get back in the chat.
Yeah,
nigga.
and keep it PG-13.
And I'm gonna share your shit too.
No, I appreciate you, man. Don't be no stranger. Please call back. We gonna holler at you later, no doubt, man. We gotta keep it PG-13, man. That shit was nasty. Her whole conversation was raunchy. No wonder Busta Rhymes and all these dudes dealing with each other, man. Yo, hello. Who this is, man? The hell? Hold on. Oh, shit, I'm calling them back. Ah, damn, they probably could have been a troll number. Phone number looked like they was from India or some shit. But that's Negro here nor there, man. Like I was saying, it got me looking at black men in general. Like something very, very strange is going on with the brothers of the world. Hold on, y'all. Let's see who this. Okay, we gonna have to block whoever that is. Don't call it 100 times and they phone not working. Something wrong with the black men of the world. Well, just men in general. There's zesty people of all nationalities. Don't get it twisted. I think it's a man thing that's going on in the world, man. And I feel like the world would be a better place if everybody was just out in the open. We shouldn't have to find out like this. They rapping all that hard hip hop shit for 50 years. Come to find out. What the hell? Yo, just block that number, yo. Hold on, y'all. Cut the music up. Let me just block this shit real quick. This don't make no damn sense. This motherfucker calling back. God damn. Hello? Yo.
Hello, yeah.
Yo, where you calling from, homeboy?
Yeah, I'm calling from the UK, brother.
Calling all the way from the UK. I knew it was some other shit going on. We so glad you was able to get through. What's on your mind, brother, man?
Yeah, so what I want to know, how can you guys just come out and say that Busta Rhymes is gay if there's no evidence or proof?
That's why we say allegedly, because he got lawsuits out on him suggesting all different types of wild stories, and he countersuing the person because it's ruining his reputation. But you know how the internet is. People gonna take it and run. That's why I made the video to let the people know that everything they heard about Busta Rhymes is alleged allegations. Don't nobody got no proof.
Okay. No, that's basically why I made the phone call, because when I see the title, I was kind of shocked.
Yeah, it's a lot of shock stuff on the internet. People say anything for clicks and views, but on my platform, we always address what could possibly be the truth before we address what could possibly be a lie. But either way, it's alleged allegations and speculations. Busta Rhymes is innocent as far as I'm concerned. As far as I'm concerned, everything he ever said in any of his songs is 100% facts, because I can't dispute it either way. So I'm just going to have to take his word for it. I'm a fan of Busta Rhymes, and I wouldn't use my platform to slander or to convince people of anything about this man that I never met, probably will never meet. That's why I have no choice but to show him the utmost love and respect.
Yeah. You know what, brother? Well said, though. You explained it the right and proper way. I got nothing more to say. I got nothing more to ask.
No doubt, man. Have you ever met Busta Rhymes?
No, never met Busta Rhymes before.
You a fan of Busta Rhymes, though?
Not really, but sometimes I do listen to his music.
So why you policing the internet for Busta Rhymes? You not even a fan.
No, but Busta Rhymes is Jamaican, and I'm a Jamaican man as well. So I was like,
he Jamaican where?
After kind of like, he's Jamaican. He got Jamaican roots.
So this ain't got nothing to do with rap. This ain't got nothing to do with Busta Rhymes. This got everything to do with being Jamaican.
Not really, not necessarily, but he's part of the diaspora, so that's why I was like kind of intrigued to like find out like where this kind of thing coming from.
If Busta Rhymes Jamaican,
when I first said, yeah, he's Jamaican.
If he Jamaican, that mean KRS-One Jamaican too. Is KRS-One Jamaican?
KRS, who's that?
See, just because somebody got dreadlocks. Just because somebody got dreadlocks don't make them Jamaican, bro. You probably think Shaggy Jamaican.
Yeah, Shaggy's Jamaican. He's born in Jamaica.
Okay.
He's Jamaican. Busta Rhymes is the Jamaican diaspora. He was born in Jamaica, but I mean, like, if you check the background of the roots, you can see that kind of derive.
We all Jamaican.
Jamaica.
What difference? He's still black. What difference do it make? Do Jamaicans got a special type of blood, or you mean just for the fact that he's culturally Jamaican?
No. What I'm trying to say, yeah, I'm not a fan of Busta Rhymes or whatever like that. I do listen to his music from time to time, but the reason why it caught my attention is because Busta Rhymes is big in the Jamaican culture.
So you call to defend Jamaican culture, not necessarily Busta Rhymes, but you trying to defend the Jamaican aspect of Busta Rhymes.
Yeah, kind of, yeah, I would say that still, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say that.
What if I said Busta Rhymes is a zesty Jamaican man? How would that make you feel? Because that's what they saying out here.
Well, I mean,
we wasn't, nobody mentioned the fact that Busta Rhymes was Jamaican, but now you taking it to the next level. How do you feel about them being rumors and allegations about a zesty Jamaican international superstar?
Yeah, I know, brother, as I said,
like I'm intrigued. You understand? You said he ain't gay, so that's basically the end of, like, there's nothing more I can say. He ain't gay. So, like, you know, that's basically it.
He did Busta Rhymes. They calling him Busta Butts. Now I don't know what the truth is, but wherever there's smoke, there's fire. And they said that he been doing in Jamaica. They said he was with some Jamaican artists doing zesty things. They even said Shabo Ranks was zesty.
Well, I never heard of that before. Never heard of that. That has never been public. I've never heard
You
of
ever
that.
heard of the They said he did a performance for the Gully Boys in Jamaica. You ever heard of the Gully Boys? Them?
Yeah, that's the Gully Boys. They talk about that live under the bridge.
He did a performance for the
never.
Pond the River under the bridge for the Gully Boys. I could pull it up for you.
Never.
Okay.
No, never. You need to show that to me because I've never heard of that before.
Well,
I've never heard of that before.
See, and that's what's real suspect. When people get offended, ain't got nothing to do with Jamaica, ain't got nothing. You all the way in the UK. We talking about Busta Rhymes. You picked up the phone to defend. Why are you so homophobic, man?
Well, listen, you're on a platform, right? Your number is posted. I want to call to obviously like state my opinion here, your opinion. I'm not defending anything. I'm just saying he's part of the Jamaican culture, and I've never heard that before. And you basically denied the allegation against him. And I said, okay, cool. I'm not defending anything like that.
So
I'm
we just
like,
wait a minute. You just acknowledged that you know about the Gully Boys in Jamaica. So you know that is zesty people in Jamaica. That's a part of the culture as well. You do understand that, right?
Not a part of the culture. No, it's not part of the culture. No, that's not a part of the culture.
So you mean to tell me it's not some boys in the gully right now in Jamaica with dresses and makeup on, with the jerk sauce all on their nails?
But that don't got nothing to do with Jamaica. That they're living their life, but that don't mean it's part of the culture.
It's not a part of dance hall. You don't think the gully man be at the dance hall?
No, definitely. Well, even if that the dancer, but like,
they got documentaries about this on Jamaica.
Well, you know what though? I can't lie. You see more into that stuff. I don't really know about that stuff.
But you've been past. You know them boys living under that bridge. And they they bathing in the gully. That's in your drinking with Jamaican drinking water. The Gully Boys, they juices is all in them oxtail stews.
Brother, I don't have no idea what you're talking about. I don't know nothing of the start. As I said, like I know the fact that like, they got people living on the gully and stuff like that. But I'm just saying, like, it's not a part of the Jamaican culture. Like, we don't accept that kind of stuff.
Yo, shout out to my Jamaican people. Y'all serious about this shit, man. This Busta Rhymes stuff. Y'all making him look more suspect with this, man. Now I could tell why he would be hiding. If these rumors were true, I could tell why Busta Rhymes would be hiding. Because y'all wouldn't let him live.
Well, hold on. How am I in any way or shape or form making him look even more suspect? Mm-hmm. If I'm not trying to defend him and I'm not trying to put any allegations on him or whatever, I'm just saying, like, I've never heard of that stuff before.
Mm-hmm. You never heard of that before, but you heard of the Gully Boys right there smack in Jamaica.
Yes, because that's something in Jamaica, but it's not like a cultural thing.
But you do acknowledge that there are Jamaicans that live alternative lifestyles. There is Jamaican men that like Jamaican men.
Probably 1% of the population are 0.1% of the population. Just a small percentage. It's more. That's more prevalent in America. That's part of American culture, to be honest.
Okay. Well, and that's the see, and no disrespect, because I understand you love your people, You have pride in Jamaica and stuff, and you know, I love and respect Jamaica and Jamaican people too. But I'm starting to think, as a whole, leaving Jamaica out of it, just people of color all across the planet. This is something that is a major issue because people not trying to deal with it head on. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can deal with the fact that there's men of all nationalities, including Black, Jamaican, African, Guyanan, Cuban, all across the world, there's men out there that choose to live their life the way they want to live it. And I don't see why you would take personal offense to it, regardless if they Jamaican or not. It's them. It's making it seem like you got a personal investment into this as if.
No, definitely not. No, definitely not. I don't got a personal. I don't take it personal. As I said, like, the only reason why I called to find out is the fact that Busta Rhymes is part of the Jamaican culture. He is involved in certain stuff, so that's the reason why I called, because this kind of allegation is kind of new, so I never heard of that. So that's why I said, oh, you know what, let me give you a call and try to find out, like, is this true?
Yeah, you know, hey, bro, let me ask you this, because I don't know if it's true or not, but it's definitely a rumor. How do you feel about Vibes Cartel and plenty of Jamaican people bleaching their skin? How do you feel about that? Since we speaking on Jamaica, how do you feel about the bleach pandemic that's going on in Jamaica?
Obviously, like, I do not agree with that. I don't agree with that stuff. I would say, like, as of like modern time now, like, I think a lot of people understand the consequences of bleaching, so a lot of people don't bleach no more.
Yeah, because you figure people.
There used to be a lot of people bleaching the skin, but it's kind of changed now as time goes by. It's modern era. A lot of people don't like divulge in certain stuff like that.
Would you consider that a blow against Jamaican pride? Because you're a proudful Jamaican. There's plenty of prideful, proud Jamaicans. Do you feel like the bleaching is pride, or these Jamaicans just don't have no Jamaican pride?
I would say bleaching got a lot to, like, if you don't, or whatever. I mean, like, in Jamaican society, like, the lighter your skin is, it's the more opportunity for you. Like, that's how it was before. But, like, as time goes by, it's not like that anymore. So a lot of people don't bleach their skin like that.
Yeah, man, I would have known, you know, because Jamaica's so prideful, but then you see a lot of Jamaicans turning to red bones and all that. Now, what part of the game is that?
But that's the thing, brother. Like, I think every country or whatever, you got their faults. I would say, like, cool, bleaching might be a problem, right? But I think like, as I said, it's changing. Not the same.
Yeah.
Like, people don't bleach the skin like that no more.
Okay. Well,
people getting to accept who they are, and plus there's more opportunity for people to be out there.
But you can see,
like, back in the day when
the hypocriticalness in all of this, though, right? You could understand why, you know, people could look at Jamaican culture as being hypocritical, because one moment you screaming Jamaican pride, but at the same time, you know, Jamaicans had the same flaws as a lot of other people had. We all had. Nobody's perfect. No, everybody had flaws or whatever the case is. So you speaking on Busta Rhymes from a Jamaican aspect is crazy to me, because him being Jamaican don't make him a super soldier or a super heterosexual or a super anything.
No, but that's the, as I said, like, I'm not trying to defend him. I don't got nothing against a person living that alternative lifestyle, but I'm trying to say, like, I was just trying to find out the full fact of the matter, and then you explain it to me. So, like, that give me a type of knowledge, so I know I understand that, like, okay, cool, I get the information already. So it's like, All right, cool. I don't got no problems with anything.
Oh man, hey, the next time you come across a video like this and you confused about, the narrative and all that, you got to understand that if it's on YouTube or any platform on the radio or whatever, it's all entertainment. You know what I'm saying? It's for entertainment purposes. Don't nobody know.
Sorry to cut you though. Okay, cool. But even though you say it's allegedly, but it's still like kind of playing with a person, like life, a person's reputation. It's like, for example, calling a person a snitch.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, this man don't wear halter tops. He did zesty videos with Janet Jackson. This man come out with a bonnet on and all. He done did so much zesty shit. I don't see how anybody could not think that he was all the way there with it. He had a rapper by the name of Rod Digger. Her voice deeper than everybody in his whole squad.
No, but as I said, yeah, like what I'm trying to explain to you, like everybody different in their own aspect. You have to have full proof of a person doing a type of stuff. Obviously, like it's cool to make allegations against a person, but I mean, like putting it out there on the internet is kind of like,
Man, he put it out on the internet when he did songs with Diddy and Pastor Cavassier. He been, man, Busta Rhymes, he done put himself out there plenty of times.
Yeah, but brother, the thing is, look, like everybody do a song with Diddy. That don't mean that they indulge in that kind of lifestyle. A lot of artists do songs with Diddy. Don't mean none.
Okay. Well, it's hip hop as a whole. That's what we talking about. Busta Rhymes on the marquee, Ghostface killing his son on the marquee. But this conversation about hip hop as a whole, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of questions and red flags as far as the whole culture goes. As far as black culture goes, it transcends hip hop, man, and not just African American culture, but Jamaican culture. Every culture, there's a lot of question marks there. Like, what's going on with these kids coming up? What's going on? That's the whole point of the video, is to have a conversation about what's going on.
I would say that, like, more so, especially in American culture, there's a lot of, like, stuff like that going on over there.
Yeah, most definitely.
And that's kind of like influencing the world, like America basically influenced the world.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
America influenced the world, so I mean, like a lot of people from different countries seeing what's going on over there in America want to be like them, want to just like them, Yeah,
it's not a good look, man. It's it's affecting a lot of people. That's why we got to get to the root of this so we can figure out. But at the same time, it's the norm. It's not like an issue that we need to fix. I feel like it's an issue that we all need to understand and accept.
No, I think it's an issue with, like, definitely that need to fix, because I think it's society going on in a wrong place.
No, I think it's more about accepting it for what it is, because people gonna live their life. I'm sure, we really need to normalize this thing, because this whole people living in the closet, people got to be afraid of what people think, people worried about how somebody else may feel. I feel like live your life, man. Like, just be happy. If that's what you want to do, I can't judge. No, only person could judge somebody is God.
No, that's true. But I would say that, like, for the sake of society, things definitely need to change. For the sake of society. Society see it, like the kids after the great grandkids, like everybody who's gonna come after us.
Yeah, man, we gotta pray about it, man. Well, there's gonna be a lot of sweet face killers out here, man. Hide your kids, hide your wife. We appreciate your call, brother. Don't be no stranger neither. He calling all the way from the UK, man. Thank him so much for calling. He needs some counseling. I'm just saying. He too invested into this Busta Rhymes, Jamaican Busta Butts and all this. He too concerned about sweet face Killah. It really ain't that deep. He one man living his life that just so happened to be famous. There's still women that will give him the business Even though he's zesty, he ain't worried about it. I ain't worried about it, man. Yo, hello. Who this is, man?
Hi. I was just listening to, I guess, the Busta Rhymes Jamaica debate.
Yeah, how you feel about all this?
Well, I think the caller had a lot of really good points. I think he was a very good caller. I think, his national pride is very admirable.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wanted to say that I deeply admire his devotion for Busta Rhymes and Jamaican culture. I would do the same if I were in his place.
Yeah, that's amazing. You know, for somebody to, love their country, but still be in a whole nother country. Like, you need to take your ass back to Jamaica since you're so happy to be Jamaican. Why the hell are you in the UK? What are you doing in America? Jamaica is the greatest place on earth. Why aren't you there? You missing out on the fucking party. You know what I'm saying? Go down there to the gully and talk to them about zestiness and all that shit. Why are you worried about what's going on in America all over the world? You carrying that Jamaican damn flag. How about you do something in Jamaica? Just have your pride. Go down to Guatemala Bay and preach that shit to the ocean, man. Why are you telling me about it? Go take your ass to Jamaica. That's some real Jamaican pride. I would be more admirable about his Jamaican pride as if he was in Jamaica talking that shit.
Well, that's true. It would be a lot funnier.
I do apologize. Where are you from?
America.
What part?
Like North America, like I guess the north of the country.
You know, I was thinking that we could have conversations about people's sexuality all day long, but at the end of the day, if that's what they're into, that's just what they're into. It really should make a difference. Why do you feel like people are so infatuated with other people's sexuality?
I think it's like in the last 10 years, like it's kind of been shoved in everybody's faces, to be honest. It's like become like a psyop of some sort. I do think like, people should be allowed to live their lives and stuff, but like pop culture in the last 10 to 15 years has been like literally like gay everything and like straight is like bad. So like, of course kids are gonna like pick that up and they're gonna run with it. Like, and any generation has done that.
I feel like if your sexuality is a debate, you're a troll one way or another. That's like me letting it be known that I like big booties. Like, guess what? I like a fat ass. Who gives a damn? I mean, that's nobody's business. That's your own personal. When people make their sexual preference public, to me, I feel like that's trolling. Especially if it's something out of the norm or something bizarre, you definitely trolling.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree with that. And that's kind of like, I guess, what has not endeared the LGBT community to the general public in the last 10 years is that, like, the more bizarre parts of it, like, have you ever heard of bug chasers?
No.
Okay, so there was this girl on TikTok, and, like, her dad, he was a bug chaser, and, like, he, like, left her... he got HIV on purpose. So, like, that's what a bug chaser is. It's somebody that wants HIV, like, they want it, like, on purpose. Mm-hmm. And he was, like, basically grooming her to take care of him and, like, normalizing it for her. And, like, everybody was, like, super shocked. But, like, this has been, like, a big part of, like, I guess, subcultures in that part of the human spectrum, I suppose you could say, for a long time. And, like, people are just starting to hear it because it's becoming so normalized.
Shit. I figure a buck chaser be chasing a bullet wound or some shit. Let that gun buck one time and just get it over with.
Like, they want to get HIV so that they can have, like, so that they don't have to, like, worry about it, or so that they can have, like, something from, like, their sexual partner.
Have a ball head to go with that bonnet. That's all that
like
is.
A bond, which is crazy. Like, I don't know. That's kind of weird.
You know what? I ain't trying to be disrespectful, But I'm dying to know, and you don't have to be extreme or graphic. I want you to keep it as simple as possible. What is your preference when it comes to having relationships with people? What's your preference? What's your go-to?
Oh, I like hot guys.
What do you consider a hot guy? I got my Google search ready. What is a hot guy to your standards? Who's a hot guy?
Well, Elon Musk, I would say. People are gonna think I'm weird for that, but I think he's hot. Like, I like nerdy guys.
You like them Beetlejuice type of dudes. That's what you like. Hey man, $1 billion will make anybody hot, especially if you got $100 billion. So I can't even be mad at that. So you like nerdy guys?
Yeah, I mean Jeff Bezos is a billionaire, but he looks like an egg. I don't think he's hot.
Y'all see that, fellas? It'd be a sister talking, oh, he gotta look like Tyson Beckford. Oh, he gotta look like he gotta look like Michael B. Jordan. This woman said she think Elon Musk sexy.
Oh yeah, in like a kind of charming sort of way. I don't know.
Hey man, it's somebody for everybody out there, man. I respect it. You like what you like. So when it comes to music, what's your go-to? Like what you was raised up on? What are you into?
Pretty much everything. I think like the only thing I really don't like is country. Like that's like the only genre I don't listen to like at all. Like I just don't connect with it. But pretty much everything else, I would say I like.
So you annoyed by country music?
I'm not annoyed. I mean, that's a strong statement. And like Taylor Swift is kind of country adjacent, and I like some of her songs. But like deep country, like like we're singing about like tractors and stuff. Like I just don't relate. I don't ride tractors all day, so I have nothing to connect that to, I guess.
So you be in the gym listening to Glorilla and Megan Thee Stallion and all that. That's what you want me to do?
Yeah, listen to like pop music, I guess. Like some like rap music, some like electronic music, stuff like that. Now Busta Rhymes, I think, is a little ahead of my time. Like he's kind of like the old people rap person.
Most definitely, man.
Because I've heard of him, but I don't know anything by him. So he was definitely a bit before my time.
Yeah, I would love to explain some things to you about that era that Busta Rhymes come up in, the early stages of hip hop. They were cutting checks for people to be as obnoxious as possible. And it was a shock. The whole 90s era, golden era of hip hop was all shock value. People was doing things to shock the public, shock the parents. They had to put parental advisory stickers on the music because people was trying to go so far out just for the shock factor. Busta Rhymes was definitely one of those shock rappers. He come out talking dreadlocks all over the place, looking ridiculous, saying shit that don't even make no sense. It's embarrassing. I mean, it was embarrassing then, but it's even more embarrassing now looking back. But it just goes to show what people are willing to do for money and fame. And they're the pioneers of selling out for money and fame.
I mean, true, but like you could compare that to like I guess the festy conversation. Like now you've got like people wearing like dresses and stuff, and now that's kind of like the modern equivalent of being kind of like a shop person, I suppose. Like now you have to wear a dress and like have like an ambiguous sexuality as a guy if you want to be famous in any sort of way. Like not even like just hip hop, like just in general. Like they had a Harry Styles in a dress at some point in time, and like other artists in pretty much any category. Dad Bunny, I believe his name is. Like he's also another one. So it's like everywhere.
But you know what's crazy about it all? When women hear these things about men, they don't run the other way They run towards these men, and it's been like that for a long time. Prince and Michael Jackson never had to worry about no women. Michael Jackson to come out on stage with a perm, just as flimsy and feminine as ever, and there's women fainting, falling out, screaming, jumping. They trying to jump the barricades. So,
but Michael Jackson was hot though. Like he had the military jackets. Like Prince and Michael Jackson knew how to be masculine without being like effeminate, if that makes sense. Like we had aura.
had a purple aura, most definitely. What's that, like the crown chakra or some shit?
No, I mean like they had like presence. Like, you know, like that's why people fainted at like their concerts, especially Michael. I'm more of a Michael girl. But yeah, like, you know, like they had a masculinity that was just a little bit more like, I mean, radio friendly, I guess you could say, but like they were still like masculine, like, you know, they appealed to general audiences, but like the way they dressed was still like strong. Like, you know, you never saw Michael Jackson in a dress.
Shit, might as well.
Prince, I think maybe heels. Like, I think he had heeled boots or something at some point. But like, that's kind of like as far as it would go. And it's not like there's anything wrong with it, like if it's what they like, but like it's kind of like the whole it's being pushed on the general public kind of thing. So like even on artists that don't even want to be that way.
You know, I did a video earlier about the federal, you know, the government being shut down. They're cutting Section 8. There's a lot of people losing their jobs. What do you think is the future for America? Where do you feel the country is headed in the next couple of years?
Oh boy, I don't know. Like, if we survive, I don't know. Because like, there's so many like tensions and so many like world conflicts that I don't know. Like, if we survive, just like all the conflicts that we have, like we still have post-COVID economic issues to deal with. You know, like all these deportations are going to have an economic impact because like a lot of the American economy depends on migrant labor. So like you're going to see stuff like that, the tariffs as well. We're already starting to see like price hikes from the tariffs specifically, or like sellers not wanting to do business with America because of the tariffs. And I think like that's not going to be a positive in the end. Like it just isn't going to be. It's going to lead to like an isolationism that's just not possible in the 21st century, in my personal opinion.
You know, illegal is illegal. If you're breaking the law, you're breaking the law. So when you have people living in America illegally, do you feel like it's right for ICE to go and take them back to their country because they're essentially breaking the law?
I guess it depends. Like, if they're like dangerous people, then yeah. But if they're just like living their lives, then no. Because like really, if you want to discourage mass migration, like you should go after the employers, not the people that are working. Like you should go after the people that are paying them below minimum wage and so-called taking jobs away from American people because they're the ones that get to set the wage in the first place. And they're the ones that are inviting these people to come work for less than minimum wage so they can cut corners and make more profit for themselves. And they don't get to pay any price. So it's not fair to put it all on the people at the bottom, in my personal opinion.
Illegal is illegal. You said if they not dangerous criminals, that's like somebody selling drugs, but they ain't got no gun. Just because they not dangerous, don't mean they not breaking the law.
Well, I mean, it's more like somebody smoking weed, I guess. Like, it's technically, or it used to be illegal, but, like, it's not really harmful.
How would you feel if some illegals moved into your house and you had to get evicted so some illegals could live in your house? How would you feel about that?
Well, if it was, like, a forceful eviction, it would be like bad, but that would be like more like what's happening in Palestine than here. Like no American is getting evicted from their house, as far as I know.
Oh, you must live in a nice neighborhood.
It's more of like a resources that are being shared between people are, I guess, like, or at least they're telling us it's not enough to go around, but there really is. They just don't want to share them with the rest of us.
So, if you was walking down the street and some black dude was like, yo, baby, what's up, Molly? You know what I'm saying? What's your name? Can I get your number? Would you give him your phone number?
I think I have. Like, some guys have, like, talked to me in the past.
Was it a fake number or you gave him the real number?
No, I gave them my real number. I mean, I'm calling you for my real number.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. The world is, I don't know about the future of America, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people that's going to have to do what they got to do to survive. And ain't no telling what people going to have to do. They might be fighting over dumpster homes in a couple of months, man. People going to figure out how to live somewhere for free. And still, you know, it's going to be some creative shit. It's going to be tree houses and shit.
No, like people are like putting like DoorDash on Klarna, which is kind of dystopian. Like that's crazy.
It is crazy, man. You know, before I let you go, because your conversation's so interesting and everything, I just want to briefly ask you a couple of questions before I let you go, because you're an interesting person. I want to know, where was you raised up? And if you had to rate your childhood on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being a horrible experience and 10 being a great experience.
Well, I was raised in 2 countries. Like I've lived in the United States most of my life. I was born in Mexico City. And my childhood, the early childhood was very, very nice. The late part of it, not so nice. If I had to rate it, probably like a 4.
God damn.
I mean, I'm not gonna say like it's like a 1 because like there's people that are like literally being trafficked. But I'm not gonna say it was amazing either because it certainly wasn't.
Oh man, damn! It went from 100 to a 0 real quick, man. But hey, we glad you survived and you turned out to be an excellent person, man. Your conversation is everything. I gotta let you know you appreciate it like Tupac Shakur's mother. And the next time I go live, which is not often, but when I do, and if you catch me, you can feel free to call, text, or whatever the case is, to put your input. You can leave a comment in the comment section. And since you called and we talk, we family now. So if you ever need a home or a brother to talk to, all you gotta do is pick up the phone and call Shawn Blazington. I'm gonna be right here to talk with you.
Oh, that's really sweet. Thank you.
No doubt, man. Enjoy your weekend. We're gonna talk to you next time. All right, take care, take care. No doubt. Yo, shout out to her, man. She said she came up rough. The beginning of her life was all peaches and cream. When she got older, that's when the shit started. Like, you're gonna eat that fucking bologna sandwich. I don't give a damn. No, we ain't got no cheese. Like, bologna? What the fuck is that? No cheese? Like, no mayonnaise, no cheese, bologna, and bread. Shout out to her, man. Yo, I'm gonna say this before I get out of here, yo. Ghostface, you wrong. Could have played catch with that man. You could have took him to the movies and showed him how to play cards or something. Spent some time with him, grunt at that nigga. Could have barked at your son one time, and that would have been enough. If you would have barked at your son, he'll be out here living like DMX. And if y'all fathers out there, even if you don't want to talk, communicate with your sons, bark at the nigga. So he can take the cue. Like, James, I want you to meet your father. That nigga gonna go home. He gonna be barking on every nigga that's come in front of him, man. Like, what the fuck wrong with him? Like, his daddy showed him right. Hold on. Yo, hello. Who this is, man? Yo.
Hello?
What's going on, bro, man? How you feeling?
I'm good. How you feeling?
Man, we over here trying to figure it out. We talking about these rumors, these allegations about Busta Rhymes, Ghostface Killah, Sweetface Killah. It's crazy out here. How you feel about all this?
I know I heard about it too, but I just trying to figure it out myself. What the hell is going on in the world right now?
Speak on it, brother. Speak on it.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's too much. It's too much Hollywood involved, so they kind of like everybody trying to do what they got to do to survive, like you always said.
Facts. That money for them houses, for them cars and stuff. Can you imagine going on a tour for a mansion? I'm talking about it's a big, beautiful, modern mansion, big kitchen, rooms, exotic beds. All you got a nice view of the ocean, and it got Ferraris and shit all in the garage. And like, you like this place, huh? You like this? Okay, well, in order to move into a place like this, you're gonna have to do some very extracurricular activities. And a lot of people would be like, man, fuck, whatever y'all want me to do so I can live up in this. The whole time they getting banged, they think about that big ass mansion.
Right. And I was listening to you. You was talking to one of them Jamaican guy. They called from London, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just like I'm trying to buzz in right now because everywhere you go, it was somebody like that. That goes to any country. So what he was talking about, bust around, or we don't do that over here, or we don't. He says it's like a culture thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. Like whatever he would say, I was laughing. I was laughing, but each of us on his own, so
Man,
it is what it is.
It's about relationships. You know what I'm saying? If you work somewhere, you might want to be cool with the manager. He hook you up with some good hours and shit. Like, that's your man's. You need Saturdays and Sundays off. He look out for you. You got Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays off because, you cool. You buddy with the manager. Now, think about it on the higher level. You get to meet these people that's writing your check. They writing $1 million checks. When you hear about somebody getting a deal for $100 million, they not just gonna write that check because you putting in work or you got a talent or whatever. You don't form the relationship. They don't invite you out to dinner. Dinner went well. We would love to have you come to the party. You kissing their ass the whole damn party, and you making that person feel so good. You willing to do a little something extra. You give a nigga back rubs and shit. You see the way them rappers be at them parties with them millionaires. They be all hugged up, locked up and shit. That's because it's all about relationships, man.
Right.
It'd be somebody, he got a preference and he got the bag and you just so happen to be his type. Like, oh, look at him, he's tall, look at his shoulders. He's a strong, he's so handsome. Hey, guy, would you like to come over and stay tonight? We're having a sleepover. And your ass gonna be right. You gonna be in there with them billionaires. Before you know it, they gonna cut your ass a check. What the hell?
Yeah. Nowadays, yo, it's not about the money, yo. It's not about the money.
See, now you getting too buddy with me, man. You see what I got you all on the podcast. We conversating and shit. We got a whole bunch of people watching. You bust out with that laugh and everything. What's really going on?
Like, it's just funny. That's what it was.
See, the last call ain't do all that. See, you a prime example of what I'm talking about. You getting all chummy and shit. Don't hold your laugh, man.
So you try to say if the stuff is funny, I just gotta keep it on the down low. Don't laugh about it.
No, you did. You was a little extra with, cause it wasn't even all that funny. You did one of them church lady laughs.
Yo, I'm at work right now, so
Now he trying to hold the laugh, man.
No. I saw my bosses coming in, so I'm just trying to.
So you talking to me while your boss looking at you and you looking at your boss and you talk, man, just go and do what you got to do, man. And the next time I go live, you definitely got to call back, brother, man. No doubt.
All right, man.
You be good, bro.
I appreciate that.
We appreciate you too, man. We're going to holler at you later. Oh, my God, man. I'm about to get out of here. Thank y'all for tuning in to the show. Everything you heard is alleged allegations, speculations for entertainment purposes. Ain't none of this stuff true. But one thing for sure, that boy Sweetface Killah got Ghostface Killah looking like he got secrets. Sweetface Killah and Busta Butts. I don't listen to rap no more. I don't listen to hip hop. The reason why they hipping and hopping, cause they booties be busted. They hip hopping down the street, ass swollen. I don't listen to that shit. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section, man. Make sure y'all hit that like. Hit the notification button too, baby. I'ma holler at y'all later, man. Y'all be good out there. No doubt.